This is supposed to be a man of God, but yet he's told the whole world that 26 people died in his church when nobody died. He's a liar. Let's go, Frank. Let's go polygraph right now. I've got a man in San Antonio.
The comment you just made, knowing my 14-year-old daughter's laying...
You're a liar, Frank. You're a filthy liar, Frank.
You know,
you're a demon, Frank. You should be able to provide the evidence more than anybody on this planet. This guy should be able to provide evidence of a death that happened at this church. I go by Side Thorn, and then this is Conspiracy Granny. And what we do is we go to these false flag hoaxes and we prove them wrong. This story, they supposedly 26 victims were shot and killed inside the church by a lone gunman. It's a false narrative, fake, never happened.
And we'll show you how that never happened.
My sister, my nieces fucking died.
There's no evidence. There is no evidence showing that they are dead at all, that they even existed.
The fact that he calls the victims and harasses people who lost their daughters, their moms, their dads, their grandmothers, I just can't explain why any human being would be this way.
Attention, Sutherland Springs. We're offering a $100,000 reward for proof of death for any of these supposed victims. There's been more of these false flag operations. They're called psychological operations. They're by the Department of Homeland Security, and they're being forefront by the FBI. That's who's controlling the narrative on these, and they're working with crisis actors, and there's been quite a bit of them in Texas.
we've had a long night with our children and grandbabies we have left.
A scripted play. That's exactly what every one of them are. They're scripted. It's not possible for them to prove a single one that we've looked into. Not a one. But we go to everyone in Texas just to confirm what we already know to be true, and then it's no doubt about it when we get there. That's what I'm saying. It's a fact.
We want y'all to go look at the bullet holes that aren't there.
Any shooting that gathers media attention likewise gathers the attention of a group of conspiracy theorists. They will say this shooting is fake, everyone is a crisis actor, and it's a FEMA Homeland Security drill put on to take our rights. What they call an investigation, if it was an honest investigation, then they wouldn't lie. And one thing that is available, which the hoaxers lie about, is death certificates. You can order every single death certificate. They would rather say you can't get these death certificates, they don't exist, because it would go against what they're pushing.
Hey, tone it down.
Here, you want to sign it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're going to show you where we're...
Hey!
Hey, well, look at this, guys. Hey, there's Mr. Palmer. Are you working on electric?
I am.
Frank Pomeroy.
I am, and I've been waiting on this day so I can
Hey, come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Come on my property.
There we go. We knew this had to
Good.
come one day. Did you hear that, guys?
Did you hear that?
He's
Get that on
telling us
news.
we're not welcome on his property.
Exactly.
Why is that, Frank?
Because we've already...
Wait, I need to give Frank a new flyer anyway, man.
Yeah, you do that.
This is the pastor of the church, guys.
Since I'm on
The main player in this charade.
Yeah.
Because I've already had to deal with one person that didn't have a full grasp on reality, and we're scared to deal with another person that doesn't have a grasp.
We got
Frank, would you like to put that in writing, sir, and take a polygraph right now for $100,000?
One, I don't think you have $5.
Oh, Frank, now you've got the evidence?
No different.
You got the evidence?
Than the man who came and shot
No
me.
one came to this
You
place,
are
you
no
lying sack of
different.
shit government motherfucking sellout
You are
bitch.
no
You're a
different.
demon, Frank.
And
You're a demon,
you're
and I
a
represent the righteousness of God.
And you're a sissy
Demon.
with a big mouth.
You're a demon.
The only way that I could get a trespassing warning placed against him was I had to formally warn him by voice. I had to engage with him. And so for the last month, we have been trying to catch him and him not see us coming, because he would run if he knew we were coming. I'm supposing he did not realize it was me inside the vehicle that he walked up by, and I was able to get out and engage him and told him that he was no longer welcome on the property. From there, he just got loud and just degrading.
The reality is you don't have a photograph of a victim, you don't have any death certificates, you don't have any birth certificates, you don't have shit, Frank. That's the reality of this.
So you're saying my daughter wasn't born?
Daughter? Where is she, man? It wasn't your daughter, you actor. How long you been involved here?
See, this right here shows you are not even remotely close to reality.
Prove it, you dumb fuck.
That is the troll tactic to attack the individual.
Everything but the truth,
instead of the
everything but the facts. You ain't got
Hey,
nothing.
hey.
There was a day when I was younger, it would have been a lot easier to fight, especially with the way he was baiting. That's exactly what he wanted me to do. You know, he wanted that confrontation. Why give him what he wants? I've had the anger and the hate mode in my life. What brings peace is being able to step back and just rely on the Lord to give me the wherewithal to do what I need to do.
You're a sellout bitch that's getting paid, man. And you know what? You just can't handle that I'm going to expose you motherfuckers for what you are until the people hang you by the neck, man. You're going to hang, traitor.
I think it's just a matter of time before one of these hoaxers kills, attacks, and physically harms someone they're calling a crisis actor. You know, I think it's only a matter of time, and I think that is when the government might start taking the hoaxer more serious, is when that actually happens.
Hey, there you go.
Turn around. Put your hand behind your back.
Did you?
Put your hand behind your
Now,
back.
what am I being arrested for?
Criminal trespassing.
Even though everyone knew, all the law enforcement knew that this had the possibility of getting violent, until there was some type of infraction, there was no way to stop it. Now, luckily, yesterday, what happened without no one getting hurt, and this is the catalyst to get things rolling to where maybe now he will leave the victims alone at least.
Oh, we'll be back, Frank. We'll be back. You count on that, Frank. You're not ever getting rid of the truth, Frank.